Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to rebuild the Kanga Subtank Nano. So, for this job we're going to need some wire cutters, a little screwdriver to wind our canthole around, some organic cotton, some tweezers, a 3mm drill bit, and the reason why is that we're actually going to make a modification to the coil, and I'll show you that when we get to it, and some 26 gauge canthole. Okay, so I've already cut my canthole length out. Let's get straight in and build this coil. Okay. So this is basically the coil housing when you get it. I've actually already removed the original coil from the inside, so all I have to do is take the plug out, take the grommet out, and we're left with the shell. If you've bought one of these and you've had a look at it, then you know what I'm talking about. Before I go any further, I'll just widen these two side holes. Okay, so when you actually buy it and it comes, they're the holes. I prefer to just widen them up a little bit. So I've got this drill bit. I use a little engraving tool. Okay, so the holes have been drilled, so they're a little bit wider. It's just a personal preference. By all means, do this without widening the holes, but I prefer to do it. I'm just getting better results, but it's totally up to you. All right, so let's have a go at making this coil. So this is how I do it. I've got the 26 gauge canthole. Just wrap it around. About 5 times, 4 or 5 times. Okay. And then just push it on the bottom to squeeze it all together. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. Alright, so I'm just pinching it together, pull the legs out. And at this stage you can chop them off just to get them out of the way. I usually cut it off about there. Alright, so I'll push that on a bit more. Okay. It's pretty good. Alright, so the coil is going to sit right in the middle of that, and the wick is going to go through the hole, through the coil, and out the other hole. Okay, so I'll just pop it in the top. Now to hold it into position, we take our screw and just put it through. Okay. So at this point, pull your legs out nice and tight. Just take one of them and bend it to the side. And try and make it as sharp a bend as possible. Then where did our little grommet go? So you take the little rubber grommet and put it back through that one and push it into the space. Like that. And then take this one and then in the opposite direction, a nice sharp bend the other way. Okay. Then put the plug right in the bottom. Okay, so now you can chop the legs off, and the trick is to get it as close as possible for these ones. So a lot of people use nail clippers, but I actually don't have any at the moment, so I'm just using these. This is working fine. It's just a little harder to get it right up close. Okay. So I'm just going to leave that in for a sec. Now let's get our cotton ready. So I would most probably use about that much, about half of it once it's unrolled. Or even that could be a bit thick. So let's take a wee bit off. So I'll just twist the end so that I can actually push it through. Now this is the part where you can take your screwdriver out, and if you can see in there, I'm not sure if you can, it's sitting nicely so that the hole goes right through the middle of the coil. Sitting nicely in there. You may be able to see it. Anyway. So get it to the point where it's, you know, moving quite easily, but not too easily that it's going to fall out. You know, I think it's pretty good about there. Now I forgot to tell you, we're going to need some scissors. Just cut these tails off, and try and get it as close to the hole as possible. Just like that. Okay, and then it's done. Just gonna get the coil, and now this is a good, at this point, if you can't fit it back in the base, then you've cut the legs to your coil off too long. It should more or less fit in there. Mine's a bit sticky, but it's in. So wind it up, and I could get my tweezers in and just pin. Hey guys, you've just watched me rebuild this nano subtank coil. I've got it on our U60B, set at 30 watts. You remember I did 5 wraps with the 26 gauge Canthol, and it's coming up at 1 ohm, so it's perfect. 4 to 5 wraps with the 26 gauge Canthol, perfect. So I've got it loaded with some juice, and let's give it a go. 30 watts, okay? That's perfect. That's perfect. So I gave it a good 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to sit, just to absorb into that organic cotton. And it's perfect. Not a single dry hit. There's no e-liquid coming up while smoking myself out. Can't even see my face. Great flavour. Lots and lots of vapor. It works perfectly. 30 watts. Alright guys, get yourself some Canthol, get yourself one of these nano Subtanks, and give this build a go because it is freaking awesome. Okay? See ya.